on, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Welcome to In the North Bank post-match reaction show. 3-1 to the Arsenal, and I have a very special guest on tonight, Daniel. How are you, bro?
I'm good, Mark. And you, how are you feeling after the game?
Oh, mate, do you know what? Let's break it down. The team lineup. What did you think of that starting lineup?
Seeing the lineup, I wasn't really upset at first because Arsenal, with the likes of those players, they could have beaten sometimes. But seeing these guys play, especially Gabriel Jesus, man, I feel like the guy is out of form, and the lineup wasn't really shocking for me. Because team like Southampton, you expect to beat teams like Southampton, so it wasn't really my problem. The lineup, but my problem was the performance of the players. Except like Gabriel Jesus, especially. No, it wasn't working. It wasn't clicking for me. It wasn't clicking. So I didn't have anything to do then. I wasn't really bothered about the lineup, but just the performance of the player was really, really wrong for me.
I agree. So, right, let's break it down, right? Thomas Partey, right back.
Thomas Partey at right back. I told you yesterday that because of the absence of Ben White and Tomiyasu not being fit, and what's his name? Yurin Timber being injured. I was expecting to see Josh Nichols there, but playing Thomas Partey there, he has played there before, so it wasn't surprising for me. He played there last season against Fulham, I think against Nottingham Forest last season. So it's a position which he has played a couple of times for Atletico Madrid also. So seeing him there, I wasn't really bothered. He was one of the best players of the matches today. So Arteta playing him there was a wise decision not to risk either Timber or Benjamin White, giving them enough time to recover from injury. And he did well there. It wasn't his fault for the goal. So I'm not going to come here and say Thomas Partey. I know a lot of people in the chat will say Thomas Partey PR team on it again. Yes, I agree. But Thomas Partey was nice. Was good playing at the right back today. So it wasn't really a surprise for me.
Okay, starting midfield of Jorginho, Declan Rice, and Havertz.
There for me, that's where I think the manager could have done something a bit different, because if you're going to play Thomas Partey as a right back, then you need legs in the midfield. You need someone like Mikel Merino to come in for Jorginho. But not that Jorginho didn't play well, but I thought the game in the first half was so slow, especially from the midfield. The passes wasn't going through to the striker. So that's a place which I feel the manager should have bring in Mikel Merino instead of Jorginho.
I agree with that. The other 2 points I want to make, but we'll touch on one at a time. Raheem Sterling on the left wing, Trossard and Martinelli sitting on the bench.
Going into the season, going to the matches we have this season, we all know Mikel Arteta is going to rotate and bringing the likes of Ian Sterling into the team for games like this against the likes of Southampton, not against the likes of Manchester City or Liverpool or Tottenham. So it was a good call for the manager to bring in a player like Ian Sterling into the match, and I think he did okay for a player who is starting his first Premier League game of the season. He did okay. So giving Martinelli a breather, and also if Sterling would have put in a worthy of a performance today, Martinelli would have been feeling the heat on his bum. So coming on to score a crucial goal for us is something we want to see, because every player has to be on their toes. Next time when Sterling start, he knows that yes, this guy that came on the other time scored a goal. So next time I'm going to give my all if I'm given the opportunity to start again, or given the opportunity to come from the bench. So teams like sometimes is the kind of game we expect the manager to rotate, and he did just fine rotating the lineup, and starting Sterling was a great decision for me.
Okay. Jesus up top. What was your thoughts on that?
Same. I just have to reiterate again. Players like Gabriel Jesus coming in for Kai Havertz in the attacking side of the attacking aspect of the team shouldn't be a burden for me as a fan, because I know the quality of this guy. I know what he can do, but I just felt his performance today was half it. I wasn't complaining about the stats of Gabriel Jesus. I wasn't bothered about the start. I didn't think the manager had the whole of starting him there, but I just felt him himself, Gabriel Jesus, didn't take his chances. He didn't take the opportunity to make a claim to start on top for Arsenal. So for me, he should have taken his opportunity, because if he's not scoring and you're not making assists against teams like Southampton, even I can even stretch back to the game against Bolton Wanderers in the League Cup. If you're not scoring or making assists or doing something phenomenal against teams like this, then I wonder where his next start is going to. I even wonder where his next appearance is going to come from, because the likes of Etin Waneri and Josh Luis Maskelli are doing a little. They're doing much better than Gabriel Jesus at the moment. So he should look at himself and not the manager for starting him, to look at himself and try to do better next time he get the opportunity to wear the Arsenal shirt.
Right, I agree with that totally. So let's talk about the fact of the starting lineup for me was square pegs, round holes. In my industry at work, and I said this on, I done a quick preview to the game, just a 15-minute podcast beforehand talking about the lineup. So, in my industry, what we do, if we have an issue, we surround that issue, we know it's an issue, and we keep it in one place, and we
Mhm.
don't move it across the rest of the business. And then we know that's a weak spot. So then we attack that weak spot and give it as much support, as much help as you possibly can. And I think that makes sense rather than changing everything. So we've got a right back problem. We put Thomas Partey in there. We weaken our midfield. We then bring Havertz back into midfield, which it doesn't work. Then we put Jesus up top. Again, for me, it doesn't work. And then Sterling, he showed in the first 10, 15 minutes for me that he could, there is something about him. But again, he's not match fit. So fair play, you're giving him minutes, Arteta, to get up his match fitness. I could totally go with that. I don't have an issue. But they just seemed like there was more than one problem across the whole entire team today. Arteta he's trying to problem solve, but for me, he's causing issues within the vicinity of the whole entire team. And then comes the question. You mentioned two names there. Lewis Kelly and Ethan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ethan. So you've got two players there that need game time, need integrated into the first team, and nothing. He doesn't do that. What's your take on that?
Uh, the analogy you gave is a little bit different from what Mikel Arteta tried to do today, because Thomas Partey actually started his career as a right back. If you know from his upbringing, we know Thomas Partey very well. So starting Thomas Partey played almost, if I'm not mistaken, over 20 games for Atletico Madrid as right back during his time there. So it's not new to that position. Thomas Partey is not new to playing right back. The only problem I had with Mikel Arteta today is I just felt probably the shuffling was too much for me because if you're making these changes from year to year, Jorginho doesn't have legs to run if there's a transition. So you should have played players like Mikel Merino. Though we have not seen a lot of Mikel Merino, but from the little bit of what we saw in the second half, I felt if this guy had started the first half, we would have scored a goal in the first half. And that's the only criticism I will have for the manager in terms on the lineup because if you can bring in players like Gabriel Jesus, Ryan Sterling for games like this, which game are we going to bring them against Tottenham, against Manchester City, against Liverpool, against who else? So I think the manager made the right call. Just that the players he brought in today didn't really do their bit to stake a claim for a reason why they should be starting and the reason why they should be wearing the Arsenal JC. Well, I'm just happy we won the game, but um, I'm just happy with the scoreline that we won, but I wasn't happy with the performance in the first half, especially the likes of Gabriel. I'm not that I'm going having a go at Gabriel Jesus, but it wasn't it today, Gabriel Jesus. It wasn't it, and the manager. I think they should really talk to him for the kind of performance he played today. Thomas Partey did well at right back, and I'm not going to complain about that.
But you must admit that, like what you're saying about Thomas Partey, and I do hear you, and I think at this stage of Thomas's career,
Yeah,
that
yeah, that's true.
he uses experience, but you were never going to get an overlap off of Thomas Partey today.
Very, very true. Very true. You're right about that. But so, in your opinion, who do you think we should have played as a right back? Because the only nearest thing I can think of playing a right another person there at right back is Josh Nichols. Because
I was about to say, Josh, you
yeah, I
said that
don't. Yeah, I
midfield
don't.
show.
Yeah, I don't because I'm not gonna put what's his name, Ricardo Calafiori as a right back and bring in
Caviar.
yeah, Kivio at left back. For me, that's a whole lot of changes for me. And I think if the manager have gone with that, probably we might have drawn to the game if he had gone over with that playing Ricardo Calafiori is not a right back, so it's one thing to play the last 10 minutes as a right back against PSG,
Yeah.
and but it's another thing playing the whole 90 minutes as a right back, being a left footer as a right back against a Premier League team. You're gonna get found out and you're gonna get whipped if you are not on your game. So the manager made a wise choice because Thomas Partey has played there before. The only problem is that you're not going to get that overlapping run from Thomas Partey. You're not going to get those in-swing cross from Thomas Partey. So the only thing you can get from Thomas Partey is a short performance defensively and a short performance with the ball on his feet and a short performance driving into the midfield to play those one intricate passes. That's the only benefit you can get for Thomas Partey. But you're not going to get a Thomas Partey bombing that way up and down. It's not possible. You're going to
No,
see it.
a 100%, and I would agree with you. And do you know what? He did do a job there. I just personally, I feel that there was too many changes within. So you did mention Josh Nichols. Maybe he could have came in and played right back.
Yeah. If
And I
if
think this game needed a bit of energy in it. I felt,
yeah,
especially the first half.
if Josh Nichols was playing the first half, we would have scored a goal in that first half. I'm very very certain of that because if you watch the young lad how he plays his game, you can tell for a fact that the boy is gonna go up there. He's gonna go up there, and I would have trusted him. I would have trusted him more on the right back than playing a Thomas Partey or play Ricardo Calafiori as a right back because it looks good playing as a right back.
Yeah. So going into the game itself, very frustrating first half. Would you say?
Very frustrating 55 minutes, not just the first half, because second half we started very poor. Same thing we
Yeah.
did against some Leicester last week. Same thing we did against PSG. The same thing we did this second half. If you look at the second half of the second half performance before Leicester scored their goal, they were on top of us and they were having more chances, creating some half chances, winning second balls. And I think that if Southampton didn't score early, we if they have scored their goal a bit later, let's say like 75 minutes, my God, I don't know what would have become of this game because they really didn't do well in the first 55 minutes of the game. I'm gonna tell you the first 55, not just the first half, because the first half was totally flat for me. No shot, apart from the Thomas Partey shot on target, which is for me not not a shot that can beat Ramsdale from that position. So I think it was a flatter performance from the first half. Until the first 10 minutes of the second half, we are flat. And if not, we they scored us. That's when the players realized, oh, we have a Premier League to win here, so we have to pick up our game. And that's how we came into the game. So it
I
was not
think,
just the first
yeah,
half, the first
I
55.
think it. I agree with you on that. I think that the Archer goal sparked Arsenal into life.
Hmm.
It's like exactly what you're saying. It was almost like, oh, we need to go now,
Yeah, yeah.
and and our talisman, the player that is loved at the Emirates, but not online all the time. Kai Havertz pops up, and what a finish!
My guy.
It's Saka. What an assist!
I I just love Kai Havertz, and I'm glad the way he's been playing recently, silencing the fans. Those one that have been calling him hard, calling for the manager, saying he's a waste.
Yep.
And I don't know how the Chelsea fans will be feeling right now because for me today, the man of the match performance to me from Kai Havertz. Although Bukayo Saka had the goal and two assists today, everybody will want to tend to give him as a man of the match. But for me, the man of the match today was Kai Havertz because when the ship was down, it was Kai Havertz who started raffling the Southampton players, making those run into the left channels, causing chaos, winning his second ball, winning his header. That's when the player I can when because immediately they scored us, the game became like a chaotic game, and Kai Havertz was the one who sparked the chaos of the game, and that's the reason why we were able to come back into the game. For me, Kai Havertz was my man of the match. Even for the first half performance, he was the only one I was even seeing in the first half that was even trying to do beats. Bukayo Saka also. So Kai Havertz, I'm glad most of the fans are now saying uh, his performance and his use to the team, and the manager is making the right call of starting him. And 7 goals in the
Is that what
Emirates.
he said?
Yeah, 7 goals again. 7 goals at the Emirates.
Brilliant, absolutely superb. I think it would be rude not to mention about Calafiori. Now we spoke in the preview show, and I
Hmm.
did say in the preview show that you get your record amount of goals, you get your record amount of least goals ever scored against your team,
Hmm.
and Arteta does something bizarre and strengthens the defence, which every Arsenal fan was screaming for a like an attacking player. Yeah, striker. Yeah, absolutely. And then you see Fury come in and do what he's doing. How did you rate him today?
Apart from one moment of the game where he was beaten by the left winger,
Yeah, yeah,
that's the only part of the game which I felt Califury was threatening the whole game because attacking wise, top notch. It was on point, and even defending, winning last ditch tackles. Califury was on point today. Califury will rival Kai Havertz to man of the match today, in my opinion. I know a lot of people tend to give the striker, the one who scores the goals and make the assists, as a man of the match, but to me, Ricardo Califury today had a wonderful game. Apart from just that moment where the striker did,
yeah.
I think it was showing the striker the way to go and thinking it was going to catch him, but the striker was the winger had more speed than him. That was the reason why he was able to beat Ricardo Calaferi. But he did well. Just imagine if Mikel didn't sign Ricardo Calaferi. What will we be doing right now? I'm surprised. I'm really like I'm just happy. I'm happy he did that signing because
Yeah.
with the problem we have at right back at the moment, coupled with the fact that we didn't sign anybody in the defensive aspect, it would have been a very difficult place for us to be in if we didn't sign Ricardo Calaferi. And the boy is really doing well. He's enjoying his football at the moment and enjoying his debut into the English Premier League and with more time, more playing time, more. acclimatization to the country. He's going to be one of the best left back in the country, if not the best centre back in the country.
Yeah, 100%, Daniel. So we're getting to Arsenal's second goal. Fantastic cross from Saka again.
Mhm.
And who's there? My boy Martinelli. Back post, bang, 2-1 to Arsenal. What was your take on that? And are you giving Martinelli some flowers tonight?
Mm, Martinelli, his performance recently have been stinking, but he
Oh, come on,
actually
bro. Let's not be stinking, bro.
no.
It's not be stinking, bro. I'm not
His
doing this stinking. It's
performance,
not be.
he has his performance recently have been stinking. Just the last two games, whereby the last two Premier League game, okay, last two games including today is when I think it's getting. Martinelli is my guy, though. He's my guy, but I when I see a spade, I call it a spade. I'm not gonna paper over the crack and
I'm not
because
peeping over the crack,
no,
bro. I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue
no, I'm not
tonight.
arguing.
But I do, yeah, bro. Like I'm not having it. Martin,
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to make that point known. So people will know that when it comes to the players I like, I can criticize when they are wrong. So
yeah,
you
of
don't have to
course,
tell
of
me, so
course.
you don't have to tell me that I have an agenda against a certain player or I have an agenda against you understand what I'm trying to
I
make?
wouldn't. Yeah. Daniel, I
That's
would never say you've got Daniel.
no, I'm not saying I'm
You're
not
not a player,
not
a
not
person
not
that would have an agenda. Never.
not
You don't
not
have an agenda.
not you, Mark, not you. We have a lot of viewers viewing right now. They may want to listen and say, you're criticizing Gabriel Martinelli. Of course, Gabriel Martinelli performance from last season to the start of this season has been shit. So I'll call it as it is.
I wouldn't
So,
agree.
yeah, but
I I see what he does defensively for the team. So I like if you're talking offensively, I could understand that. I could understand where you're coming from. But
Mark,
then I look at the games
Mark,
and
I see what Bukayo Saka does in the team defensively, and I see the output Bukayo Saka does and in the team also. So we're not just going to say because Martinelli tracks back. I can track back if that's what Mikel Arteta wants from me. I can do a track back, I can do a double up from the right back to the attacking player. So that for me is not a yardstick to say he's been good over the season. But for the past game, he has been on point, and I'm happy he scored his goal today, and 2-2 now for him. So definitely his confidence is going to peak up, and let's see how the season is going to pan out.
then Saka pops up with the third.
Yeah,
Two two assists and a goal today.
yeah. I actually captain Bukayo Saka on my fantasy today.
Did
I
you? Oh, well done.
yeah, yeah. I removed the what's his name, Erling Haaland as the captain and gave it to Bukayo Saka because I know today Bukayo Saka is going to do something. I wasn't even expecting him to score two goals, but fair play to the man. Two assists, one goal, keeps the assist coming. I think that's seven assists for the season already, if I'm not mistaken, and three goals or two goals. So it's good. I enjoyed this performance in the second half, especially in the second. I think he should have gone more against Kai Walker Peters because he didn't really threaten him to my liking the way I would have wanted him to threaten Kai Walker Peters because the guy was on the yellow
Yeah,
card very early. So Arsenal don't do that, and it worries my mind. It makes me sick. There's a right back on a yellow card, I expect when I'm coaching my players in my club, I tell them whenever a player is on a yellow card, I will flood that particular area of the pitch to ensure that player is put under a lot of pressure to make one mistake. You get a red card, they sent off, then again becomes so
absolutely.
we don't
I
do that.
agree with that as well.
We don't do
Now,
that enough, and it's annoying for me.
no, you're 100% right. Now, I do want to touch on. I seen, and I don't want to come over as bar, but I seen at least three times today where the start was delayed from Southampton players, and there was not one yellow card.
I was actually coming to that point. I thought you were not going to bring it up today because it seems it's only Arsenal that gets carded for delaying of restart, or that maybe only the big teams get carded because I've seen Liverpool last week. Trent Alexander-Arnold getting a yellow card for a restart. I've seen um, a Manchester United player getting a yellow card for a restart. But I've not seen a Man City player get a yellow card for a restart. I've not seen these small teams getting a yellow card. So it makes me wonder if there's a particular teams being written down by the PGM where I say, okay, when Arsenal player delays the restart, yellow card. When a Liverpool player delay the restart, when it's not on the second yellow card, then you can give him a yellow card. But if it's on the second yellow card, no red card. But when it's Arsenal player, even if it's not on the yellow card, you have to discharge the card. So I just don't want to. I just don't want to go over the referee performance because I feel that first goal is a foul on Ryan Sterling. I don't know why the referee didn't blow the whistle, and I don't know why the VAR did not bring up that issue. But for me, that's a clear foul because the man actually bashed him on his back, no contact with the ball. So how is it possible the referee was standing there, he didn't take a foul, and the VAR team deemed fit is not a foul? So Magda, PGM Hohel and this referee, they are shit already. So we know this fact already. So if we want to go over them this week, definitely we're going to see a lot of players kicking the ball away, and none is going to get a yellow card. But when it's Arsenal, yellow card. So
Yeah, no, 100%. We'll have to touch on it because the game's over.
yeah,
Aaron and Ramsdale. What was your thoughts?
I just think the team today didn't really threaten Ramsey that much, and around the only thing I noticed today for Ramsey was coming a lot for the corner kick. He was coming for the crosses, which I have never seen Aaron Ramsey do during his time at Arsenal. So I was a bit surprised, probably because he knows this team very well and was coming for the crosses. And he really did well when it comes to the corner kick, and we were unable to break him down with corner kick. We didn't threaten him that much, so he didn't really make we didn't make a spectacle of the game. The shot he has to save, he saved them. The one he had to let in, he let him in. 3 points, 3-1. Arsenal back to second on the level. Oh, sorry, third. We're third.
Yeah,
Or are we second? I think we might be second, if I'm not mistaken. But Manchester City played at a 3-2 win, so probably I think we will be third.
right, okay. Overall, are you satisfied with today? Are you frustrated? Are you just thinking it's early days?
Mm, I'm satisfied.
What's your final take on it?
I'm satisfied with the point, but I'm not satisfied with the first 55 minutes of the game. I'm satisfied with the 3 points. I'm satisfied with the goal for Martinelli, goal for Kai Havertz, goal for Bukayo Saka. But the first 55 minutes of the game, the performance of this team, I'm not satisfied. And I think the team can do a little bit better than what they did today, especially the likes of Gabriel Jesus. They should have done a bit better, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
no, definitely. But there's more minutes in the legs of some of these players, so maybe that's a positive that we could take away from today. Well, I do have the 3 points. Yes, we didn't get our clean sheet. However, we're we're approaching this international break. Was that the final game before the international break?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It is, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's us now into the international break, and there's an opportunity where we might see Martin Odegaard coming back. We might see all our players coming back, and hopefully, touch wood, we don't pick up any more injuries while they're away,
Yeah, I think
and
I
then we could be in a good place again. So
in the aspect of Martin Odegaard injury, I think Martin Odegaard is going to come back February, February, November. That's when I'm expecting him to come back. I don't think Mikel Arteta is going to rush him. So, but the
yeah,
likes of, I'm glad the likes of during Timber, they're not going for international. I don't know if Japan called Tomiyasu. I have to double check again to see. I don't want to see Tomiyasu going for international
no,
for
I
Japan.
would, I don't want
I
you
don't want
to.
to see that. So
Yeah,
we were hoping to have our players back, and I was even surprised that the Spanish national team made a call for Mikel Merino. It would have been better if it wasn't called for this
yeah,
game.
no, absolutely. Um, we're going to wrap up there because we're 30 minutes in, and I know Daniel's time's precious.
Yeah,
He charges me like £1,000 per minute. Just to put that out there, just to get him on. But yeah, overall, are you just really satisfied as like we move on now?
Yes, satisfied with the points, satisfied with the latter part of the game, satisfied with Bukayo Saka, 2 assists and a goal, satisfied with Kai Havertz scoring, satisfied with Martinelli scoring, but I'm not satisfied with the first 55 minutes of action, and I'm not satisfied with Gabriel Jesus' performance, and I think he should look himself very well. And the likes of Raheem Sterling would have been better with their final ball today. So that's my overall take on the game, and 3 points, we're back to third.
1,000,000%. Thank you so much, Daniel, for coming on.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
No, honestly, bro, you're absolutely fantastic, and please do a lot more, guys. If you are watching this and you're not following Daniel on Twitter, he's got his Twitter handle there. He's in his press box at the moment, as you can see, that we'd like to have a bit of fun with. But it does look smart, by the way. It really does look smart. But do give Daniel a follow, and please like, share, and tomorrow night, I think 7:30. We've got someone else joining. I did, Brio. I'm way to drop, bro. I'm sorry. You've joined just at the wrong moment. I'm just way to drop, so I do apologise. Brio, come on for tomorrow. The show starts at 7:30. Daniel, I don't know if you're in that or not.
The big Sunday show, right?
Yes.
What time is it? What? Oh, we'll talk about that.
Uh,
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about
yeah,
that.
we'll talk about it off here, but Brio just went to come on, but Brio, definitely tune in tomorrow. I have plans tonight. I'm going to be eat some amazing barbecue food.
Some barbecue and some drinks and beers.
Absolutely, it's going to be a good night. It's going to be an absolutely good night. So, thanks so much, guys. Tune in tomorrow night. You've got a better host. The Braves back, and I'm sure that we're going to have a lit panel as well, and we'll break this down massively. £3 to the Arsenal. We go.